3, people, time, trust, and client conversion. Notwithstanding the discussion we've just had about the speed of trust, the reality is because of a range of different reasons, the time it takes to convert prospects into clients varies dramatically. And as the size of their investment or the cost or the price grows, often consumer buying anxiousness grows. I'm sure you can recall many times over the years when you got a phone call from someone that you'd been trying to woo for quite a while, in some cases weeks or months, perhaps even years. And what they wanted to tell you is, yes, I want you to look after my business. Yes, I want to be your client. Yes, I want to buy your product or your service. What a tremendous rush that is. Those immediate feelings of success that ripple through you, even just for a minute or two. It's a victory, and you probably believe a well-deserved victory. In most cases, it is, because you really went out of your way to convince this prospect that you were right for them. Of course, when you've had time to think about it, you know that you didn't win that client today. You won them a week, a month, or a year ago. At least you started the process of winning them over then. Sure, there may have been one thing, one piece of information, one offer, one idea, one concession, or one event that clicked them over to your side. Or it just may have been that today the timing was right. In most cases, it probably wasn't any one particular thing that you said or did along the way that got them across the line. It was an accumulation and the sum total of everything that took place. You've probably followed up, perhaps sending newsletters, emails or ideas, reminding them about you. And now that they're ready, you get the nod. Most often in the absence of other follow-up components, information, ideas, contact, it's unlikely that the one thing would have been enough. The reality is that different things motivate individuals to take action. Sometimes there's an urgency about our needs that forces us to make a decision now. Sometimes the need is strong, but the timing is just not quite right. Maybe we want to take action, but it's a matter of money. Then, of course, some of us naturally make decisions quickly, and others like to gestate, to think and take a bit longer. In other words, whilst it will vary from person to person, there is a period of gestation between when your prospective client finds out about you and when he or she becomes your client. Often, you don't know how long a client has been considering moving to a new firm, buying a new product, investing in a new service, and or who or how many other firms they have considered before saying yes to you. Given that everyone has an incubation period, short or long, in order to win their business and convert a prospect to a client and a client to a raving, truly loyal fan, it's your job to get in front of and stay in front of your prospect. Of course, on top of these inbuilt normal human tendencies, as we've already touched on, today for many, getting and keeping clients is much harder than it's ever been. Less and less people are prepared to take you on face value. We all know what has transpired all over the world over many years, leading consumers to become very skeptical. Respected leaders in all types of industries defrauding their clients, staff and shareholders, and others making particularly bad business decisions, with many going into bankruptcy and many costing clients and investors thousands, if not millions of dollars. And of course, all of this being pronounced by the global financial crisis. No wonder people are concerned and ever more cautious about their buying decisions and about who they get their advice from. There are a number of forces at play here, and most really come down to the same issue: trust. If people don't know you, how can they trust you? Sure, it helps a lot if someone has been referred to you by a trusted friend or confidant. That's a terrific start. But today, people need more than that. They have to buy you. They need to see that you really stack up, because there are just so many other choices, so much competition. So, yes, it's trust, but in an advice context, as we've covered before, it goes to specific levels of trust. Trust about your competence, your confidence, your ability, and your integrity. Do you have the authority, respect, experience, expertise? Are you the go-to person? Do you have the trust? Not that it wasn't a big factor in years gone by, but ever more so today when people are about to invest a lot of money into your services or products, trust rises to the top. So all of this means that you can't expect every prospect to immediately convert to a client. That's why you need to constantly generate client opportunities, leads, and help guide them through their gestation period to bring them to a fully mature, raving, loyal fan. The Rule of 45. In the Rapid Learning Institute's published ebook, 10 Research-Based Sales Concepts, they discuss the following concept of follow-up. According to their ebook, conducted by James Obermeyer, CEO of the Sales Lead Management Association, Obermeyer studied thousands of B2B and consumer leads and found that 45% of them buy from someone within roughly 1 year. But they don't buy all at once. Surprisingly, Obermeyer found that conversions to sale were almost evenly distributed throughout the year. If you receive 100 leads at the beginning of the year, about 4 will convert in January, 4 in February, 4 in March, etc. What can you do about this? With all this insight into trust and people, there are many things you can do to ensure you and your business come out on top. Throughout this program, we'll cover many ideas and strategies in thorough detail. However, the summary is that you need to create systems. Putting systems in place ensures you are regularly attracting and leading prospects to your service and engaging with them to help guide them and position you as the go-to person during their gestation period. Create systems for every stage your client will go through. For example, create a system to attract new clients, to follow up on potential clients, to manage current clients, to educate prospects and clients, and to help clients use all of your services. Automate your systems. Having systems in place that are as automated as possible means you won't have to chase after clients, nor are you losing fee and sales opportunities because you didn't have time or forgot to follow up with them. Copy and implement. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Use what is already in place and proven to work. The key is to use something you know is successful. Putting systems in place will make you more efficient and more productive, and will help you to convert more prospects to paying clients. Plus, by ensuring consistent contact with your prospective and existing clients, you'll always have a steady flow of new business. The important point to be very aware of, though, is that even though some will take quite a bit of time to convert, you will still maximize speed, revenue and profit, and minimize time, expenses and angst by adopting trust and value-based sales, marketing and business strategies and tools. The one thing that will put you way out in front. If you simply stay in touch on a regular basis, following up on potential clients, offering them free, valuable stuff, education, information, special offers, you will be way out in front. This is because in large part, you are forming a relationship and building your persona, positioning your credibility, authority and trust. But it's also because virtually none of your competition is. For whatever reason, maybe a lack of discipline or a lack of time or a lack of belief in the benefits of marketing and maintaining strong, effective contact. Or they simply haven't bothered to put in a system or build a process to do it. We are getting better, but the reality is that even today, most are simply not methodically and systematically making contact and at least developing familiarity with your market. And that's to their detriment. One day your potential client will be ready to take action and solve their problem, to fix their want or need. Maybe it will be tomorrow, maybe next week or next month, or even next year. But when that one thing, that trigger, motivates them to action, the likelihood is that if you've been the only one, or one of a very few, that made continual contact, you'll at least get a meeting, and if your engagement system is effective, you'll end up with most of this business. Now, imagine if each contact you make costs $1, and say it takes 200 contacts, or even 500 contacts before you get a chance to convert them into a client. Wouldn't that be worth the investment?